Hi. I really didn't want to come up here, but thank you all so much. Like, clap for yourselves, really. This has been a really special night, and there's a lot of people that I really want to thank, and this is going to turn like into an Academy Award speech. We might need to have the band like play me off, yeah. But I guess just to be really serious for like one moment, there's a lot of really harrowing, awful shit going on in the world, right? So I'm going to bring you down just for a couple seconds, and I think we need to talk and acknowledge that there's some really awful stuff happening in Kiev, in Venezuela, in Sochi, and as Zarina and I were talking about, how can we do this with all this awful stuff happening, and I think we just wanted to acknowledge that our hearts are with our brothers and sisters around the world, and it's hard because this is a political magazine. It's an art magazine, and I guess the question is, what place ultimately does art have? I mean, how can art help us in these kinds of difficult times? And honestly, I don't know. I mean, I think at the end of the day, maybe art doesn't really do very much, because it's not going to it's not going to stop a bullet. It's not going to keep your house from burning down. It's not going to feed the ones you love. Why do we continue to make art? So I've been thinking a lot about that, and I know like there's probably 1,001 reasons that we could all come up with in this room, but I thought one thing is it's about the sort of infinite expression of ourselves, and each person in this room has a very unique voice and a beautiful voice and a contribution to make, and I've been just delighted that you've shared your work with me and that you've trusted me to put it on the web and to collect it in this book. So thank you very much for that. And I think even more than that, I think the idea of that we have this community, we're fellow travelers, and I feel like I've met a lot of really amazing people as a result of doing this, and so again, I have to thank all of you. I feel like I'm constantly inspired by the political stuff that you do, by your voices, by everything you're doing, and I feel like I'm learning a lot. So I appreciate that. So thank you. And so now I guess I wanted to talk just a little bit about what Samizdat means to me, because again, Zarina talked a little bit about it at the beginning, and for me, the reason why I chose the name is because I was thinking about literature in the Eastern Bloc and the former Soviet Union, and how it was very clandestinely distributed, and it traveled, in packaging. That's why we have the packaging. That's why we have the mail, and a lot of people got into trouble for moving it around. But the idea was that it was almost a whisper in a way, and it was a way for people to get work out, and for people to have voices in really repressive regimes. So almost four years ago, and this is, I guess, onto the thank yous. Hugh Bames Steinberg. I attended this bridge class at CCA, and it's like the kind of the first week of grad school, and he said everybody in this room should start a literary magazine. So that day I went home and I registered the domain and I started a literary magazine. So I have to thank Hugh for that. And then the second person I have to thank is here. It's Leonard Crosby. He was actually the first person who trusted me to publish something that he wrote. So he was our first submission, September 2010. So thank you. And I guess I want to, if I can, bring up this is crazy because I don't know how this ever happened, but I actually got to work with an intern this year. So I wanted to bring up my intern, Tonica Thacker. She wants to come up, maybe, and say hello to everybody. So, she actually approached me. I had no idea what an intern would even do, but she's been really valuable. A lot of you I know were solicited, approached by her and given cards and asked her to submit work, and so I thank you for that, and I thank Danica, and I think she might be coming up. I don't know. She's thinking about it. And it's sort of been it's been a fun collaboration for this past year. We've read all the work that's come in together. We've voted on it. We've discussed it, and so she's been really helpful. So thank you. And Jessica has some flowers for you here.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
You can say something if you want. You don't have to though.
No, no, it was really fun reading this, and great opportunity. And as Jeff said, like you learn new things every time we read a book, and a lot of work that's in this magazine, like unless to getting it out there. I'm a terrible speaker in public, so I'm just gonna hand it back to you.
Into the mic.
Right, but I had a great time working with Jeff. That's all.
Thank you, Tanika. And next, we want to have Zarina Zabrisky come up, but leave the couch on the table, please.
I want you to bring it.
Oh, right now? Am I going to get splashed? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So Zarina's a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. So, for some reason, we have an axe and a cow tongue, and I guess now's the time. Although maybe before you do that, we have some flowers for you. So there you go. Thank you. And now you can splatter me with cow blood if you need to. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jeff. That was an awesome evening, and this is an awesome magazine, and I really admire everything that you do. And I think that art does help. I hope it does. It certainly helped me when I was growing up in the Soviet Union and we didn't have shit. And all we did, we were typing on our typewriters some Mandelstam or Tsvetaeva and passing it on. And it helped. So I hope it helps here as well. So you're probably wondering why I brought this here. I am a vegetarian. I didn't touch meat for the last 20 years. But I did go to the Russian deli, New World it's called, on Geary Street today, and purchased this disgusting, stinking, stenching thing. And then I actually borrowed an axe from an ex. And here it is. And this is because the theme was partially inspired by Pussy Riot and their fight that they've been putting on for the last 3 years. And I was talking to my hairdresser today. She's an awesome girl and she does an awesome job on my hair. And she said, like, well, these girls are fools. These girls are idiots. Why do they get out of prison and go to Sochi and try to sing songs about Putin? Of course they will be beaten by Cossacks. Okay? Well, that's the kind of mentality that I disagree. I think that everybody should be able to sing whatever the songs they want to sing and not be beaten up by any pricks. Well, and so I got really, really angry. I honestly didn't sleep for 2 nights, and I'm not a political being at all. I write about different kind of stuff. But that's how I feel. That's what Samizdat was. You know, they cut off our tongue, and it was not pretty, and it wasn't cute. And these girls are beautiful, but they are not cute, they're not pretty, they're not about it. They are fighting for the ability to speak for their voice. And this is pretty much is the matter for what's happening in that part of the world. So, and it's disgusting, yes. I didn't want to touch it, but I did. So here it is. I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to read a poem. Because, you know, that's what I do. So this poem I wrote a while ago, and it's called Tons. In my country, they ate tons for holidays, but no one spoke up. So I tore my tongue out to make a gag. I wear it around my neck. They say it's sexy. And then,
oh no. No.
oh yeah, so yesterday I didn't sleep at night and I wrote this. To Russia. mother lobotomized, mother blindfolded, gagged, mother sick, mother name stained, soiled, shamed, mother Russia. Hey, wake up. How long will you stay on all fours? The centuries passing you by, mausoleum mummies and ghosts of communism having their way with you. Civilization, reflection, humanity, nothing but soap bubbles in your medieval basic slumber. Is all you can hear are the whistles of Cossacks' whips and ululations of clowny priests? Who is to blame? Genghis Khan? Ivan the Terrible? Inquisition? Lenin? Putin? God? Poor diet? Lard and young pioneer songs for breakfast? What to do is not a rhetorical question. Wake up, pork jelly land. Shake off the manure and flies off your worn, blistered skin. Wake up, Siberia of the spirit, the collective farm of the mind, the land camp of the soul. Wake up before it is too late. Again, oops, for a million times. Oops, epic oops. Your Swan Lake is a swamp. Look, Kiev is in black flames, burning away from you like Moscow from Napoleon. History is a nightmare, orbiting with maniacal passion. Eternal return, after the eternal return, eternal oops. It raps in my ears with YouTube, attention deficit disorder, and the preteen angst. Yet, like $1,000 cellos, fugue furious, it screams barricades, bodies dead, black blood, and BTR blowing up. Wake up, murderous mother! Wake up, motherfuckers! Hammer and sickles, armed Oedipuses. But no. This sleeping beauty of my country is snoring in its crystal coffin, in its drunken stupor. A rotten heron in its clawed furry paw, Swarovski bejeweled crucifix for a pacifier. It is spread out in its own body fluids ever so comfortably. So, over the cold puddle of the ocean, let me rap to you. Listen, you rapists and slaves, stuffed down with kielbasa, vodka, and protein-rich garbage from the geyser of the TV sewage. Here is a blood-soaked Kremlin brick of my heart, back into your sordid window, from your forever prodigal literary hooligan. I divorce you, mother monster, with all the pain and love of my hungry dark youth. You must become who you are.
Zarina Zabrisky, yeah. Thank you. We are going to turn it back over to Andrea and Jeremy. Wreck this place, let them rock out some more. We do have a tip jar going around. Please dump all your extra money in there because we're going to split it with them, and I want there to be lots and lots of money in there for them. Thank you.